Pergande, still undefeated. Walk me through this fight. How did you feel about it?
It was good. I mean, like I said, this camp was very grapple heavy. Kill Cliff FC, I knew what to expect from him. I knew he comes from a big grappling gym, Grindhouse MMA. I already knew that, so that was the main focus. And I dominated him at his own game, and that's really. You guys are going to see everything. Like I said, I want to be one of the most well-rounded fighters out in the game. I'm still learning 4-0, got so much experience left to go. One fight you'll see striking, another one you see just dominant grappling. And then, someday we'll mix it both together and we become world champions. So that's the whole game plan.
I wanted to ask, because you said that you were a little disappointed not finding that finish, but is there a lot of value in going the full 15, showing that you have that level and that depth?
100%, because my last fight in Madison Square Garden also went into to a split decision. Actually, this one was unanimous, but last fight I felt like bad, and I was sick coming into that fight, whatever. And this fight really made me realize I do have that gas tank. And at the end, I even tried to really put it on him in those last couple of seconds. I had more left in the gas tank, and I proved that to myself. So I don't have the gas tank to go all 15, and I'm happy with that.
Lastly, for me, any big celebration plans tonight? Winning at the Garden, you gotta end the night in a big way.
Man, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely gonna try to just hang out, go to New York City, see the city, because the whole time, actually both of the times I was here, I was really just sitting in my hotel room and not doing anything. I'm a boring guy when it comes to that, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna go walk around the city, explore, have some fun with my girlfriend, her family, and all that stuff. My family, my mom, just enjoy the moment. And if any of you guys want to come kick it too, might find somewhere to eat or something. But
love it, great win.
Thank you.
Alexei, so 22 years old, one of the youngest on the roster. Any nerves as you're moving ahead in the career?
I mean, there's always going to be nerves, but I feel like it's not nerves of, it's just nerves of expectations of what I want to do, and how I want to perform. It's not really, I don't get nerves from the stadium, from where I'm fighting, who I'm fighting. It's just nerves of self-accomplishment and what I want to achieve, and holding myself to those high standards.
So, with the fourth win now, how much more do you think you have to prove to get into the tournament?
Man, I definitely want to build, and I want to, obviously have my amazing team at Kill Cliff FC. I want my coaches to tell me when I'm ready to join the tournament. I'm thinking 8-0, 9-0. I want to be very well established. Like I said, putting everything together, knowing that I am ready to win that $1 million final. There's the guys with lots of experience, and lots of amazing guys in the tournament. So I want to be ready for that level. Like I said, mixing everything together, putting everything together, and 8-0, 9-0 comes around, we'll be ready to join.
Now, who pushes you the hardest down at Kill Cliff?
Man, that's such a hard one, because every single training partner is so good. Every single coach pushes me the hardest. For some of my shout-outs, like Christos Iagos, he's in the UFC, one of my boys. He pushes me really hard. He's always that grind mentality. Shout out to that guy. But yeah, there's too much names to shout out. But my whole team there pushes me so hard, and I'm very, very grateful.
Now, last one for me. Despite what happened in there today,
yeah,
there's over 500 wrestling matches,
yeah,
over 88 boxing. Deep down inside of you, which do you really like the best?
Man, that's such a hard one, because I enjoy striking, but then there's gonna be days like today where, like I said, my whole camp I was just focused on grappling, very, very much grappling, and it was kind of hard to let my hands go, just because I was just so used to, okay, we're gonna level change, we're gonna defend his takedowns, defend his shots, and a lot of this was just focused around that. So next fight comes around, I'll be hopefully I get a striker my next fight, because I'm telling you guys, if I get a striker, it's gonna be a beautiful sight to see.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Patrick Dano with Combat Sports UK. So it seems like you've been higher and higher on every card you fought so far. Yeah. How many fights do you think it takes that main card?
Man, main card hopefully soon. I mean, whenever PFL's ready. I'm not rushing anywhere. I'm so young, and I have so much to grow, and so much little details I want to work on and get better at, but I'm not rushing anywhere. It's if I stay on the undercard for like 2 more fights, whatever, it's whatever. I don't have an ego. I don't have anything like, oh, I want to be on the top main card on the podium. It's just I'm just staying humble, and I just want to keep building my record and keep winning.
Did your grappling surprise you at all tonight?
No, I mean, he was actually, no disrespect at all, he was definitely weaker than I thought he was going to be in the grappling aspect, and as it showed, like, I don't even know how much ground time control I had, but it was almost probably more than half the fight. I was just controlling him and taking him down and just, you know, staying on top. So, yeah, it was, I beat him in his own game, and I'm proud of that.
So in 4 fights, you fought in New York, Florida, Georgia. If you had to choose, if you could choose, where would your next location be?
Dude, honestly, I really wanted to fight in Texas. I don't know why. I've never been to Texas. I wanted with my guy Impa. He fought in Texas, and my boy Elvin Espinoza. Both of them fought in Texas. I was jealous, but I was coming off one of my fights in June, I think. Yeah, June 8th. So it's kind of close, but Texas would be amazing. But Texas or Vegas, one of those two would be amazing.
Thank you.
And then right here, Alexei.
Yep.
So going into this fight, we know Shawn, he was a grappler. Is that really the game plan going in to out-grapple him? And were you surprised by his ability to really stay safe from the submission attempts?
I mean, yeah, I mean, not. I knew he was looking for my darts. As he even said that, like in his media, whatever. He knew what I was gonna do. For my submission setups, is, you know, my go-to is the darts and the head and arm. But yeah, he had very good defense, and respect to him for. I knew he was gonna be good because I've seen him in grappling tournaments and all that kind of stuff. So I knew he was gonna be good with the defense and all that. But the main point was just controlling him and showing that I can dominate him, and him not being able to sweep me or with his butterfly guard or anything like that. So that showed that I have the experience in grappling as well.
And then I know you were an amateur boxing champion.
Yeah.
And I've noticed a lot of your recent fights, you've been getting it done with the grappling.
Yeah.
What do you credit that to? Because your grappling seems like it's evolving every fight.
Man, honestly, like, there's just so much little pieces that have come throughout my career that, you know, I started competing at 9 years old, jiu-jitsu and boxing, wrestling, all that stuff. So it's like each fight, it's like I feel like my opponents can expect anything from me. You know, if it goes down to the ground, I'll go ahead and try to submit them, control them, take their back. You know, I took his back with that triangle, body triangle at the end, and try to finish him and all that stuff. But, you know, all of that just comes from little pieces throughout my whole career, and, you know, I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. So, you know, I've been just grinding and getting that experience and trying to get better every single day.
And I guess to add on to that, since you said you were competing since you were young, how important is it for you? Because a lot of pro fighters, they don't have their first pro fight by the time they're 22 years old. So how important is it for you to challenge yourself at such a young age?
It's good, but I love a challenge. You know, I've grew up fighting. I mean, as you guys know, and fighting is in my heart. It's in my spirit. It's who I am, and I honestly, truly wouldn't. I don't see myself being a fully happy person without what I do. So I'm grateful to be in such an amazing promotion fight as a professional. And yeah, being a professional at such a young age is just truly a blessing that I have, you know, all this health and this young power. But yeah, this is amazing to be a young fighter.
And then I guess just one last question. So you made the switch a couple fights back from Tennessee down to Killcliff. How important has it been to train at Killcliff?
It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It was hard. You know, I was super tight on money so many times. I had my girlfriend come with me, and she's been a huge support throughout everything. So shout out to her. But yeah, the move to Killcliff was one of the best decisions we could have made. And you know, like I said, training with those top high-level guys is only just going to get me better, better, and better. And I'm so excited to just keep growing as a fighter and you know, keep getting that victory.
Awesome, congratulations.
Thank you so much, man. Thank
What's up,
you.
man? Congrats on the win. I'm surprised you didn't bust out too many push kicks after you said Bend the Bane 50 feet.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I wish I showed a little bit more striking in that one. I was hesitant because I really thought he was going to shoot more. The only shot he really took was in the beginning. I rolled out of it. I had a beautiful little scramble and got straight out of it. But I thought he was going to grapple more and shoot more. But he really was very hesitant on taking a shot. So I guess maybe that messed up my striking a little bit. But, you know, it is what it is. I dominate him on the ground.
Definitely. You mentioned Killcliff FC, but I wanted to talk about two guys in your corner, Saeed Saparov and Impa Kasagnai. What can you tell me about them, how they've helped you get to this point?
Man, Saeed is my guy, man. He's helped me so much with my grappling, my control, you know, just staying on top, and that's one of the reasons I was so dominant on top today with all that ground control. Is just controlling the hips, climbing up, scooting up, all those little things. There's obviously we're gonna go back to the drawing board and we're gonna see our mistakes and see what we can improve on, because you can never be perfect. There's always room to grow, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. But and Impa Kasaganai, he's one of the nicest guys around. I'm sure all of you guys know him. He's one of the best guys. He's gonna talk to anyone. He has no ego, and that's one of the guys I look up to. He's truly an amazing man.
You're so young, 22 years old. I'm wondering, what are your goals for this sport? I know, like, looking forward, of course you're not focused on that right now, but overall goals, what do you hope to accomplish in mixed martial arts?
Yeah, I just wanna leave a good impression on this world. I just love to inspire people. I love to have these young kids right now that were where I was when I was like 9 years old, or like 13, 16, all those young kids that are aspiring MMA fighters that want to get somewhere. I post a lot of like TikTok content and like show my life and all that stuff, and I've had a lot of young fans reach out to me and say how much of an inspiration I am to them, and that truly makes me happy. And I really never thought that I'd be able to use a TikTok. It's a TikTok platform to inspire so many people. Obviously there's a couple of haters, but it's amazing to be able to teach that younger generation and hope to see those people be like, okay, I'm doing this because of you, and I'm grateful for you. So
Thank you, man. Congrats.
thank you so much.
Good. Awesome. Thanks, Lexi.
Thank you so much, guys.
Good job. I see good English, huh?
That's one of you, Emily.
Oh yeah. Just sick. Oh yeah, baby.
Those are gifts from Mr. Jackson.
Oh, thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Looks good on you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the interview, guys. Thank you so much, everyone.